The serene waters of Lituya Bay, Alaska, shimmer under the late afternoon sun. A handful of fishing boats are anchored, their occupants enjoying the tranquility of the remote fjord. The surrounding mountains, covered in dense, old-growth forests, create a picture of untouched wilderness. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake violently. It's an earthquake, a powerful jolt that rattles the very foundations of the land. The roar of the seismic event echoes through the narrow inlet, a sound like a freight train barreling through the mountains. High above the bay, a massive rock face on the opposite shore begins to crumble. The earthquake has triggered a colossal landslide. Millions of tons of rock and ice, a huge chunk of the mountain itself, break free. The immense cascade of rock plummets over 3,000 feet, a silent, deadly avalanche in the chaotic war. It smashes into the water of Gilbert Inlet, the force of the impact displacing an incomprehensible volume of water. It is a moment of pure, devastating energy. In an instant, a wall of water begins to surge upwards. It's not a typical wave, but a liquid mountain, a mega tsunami born of the cataclysmic splash. The initial wave crests at an astonishing 1,520 feet, the tallest tsunami ever recorded. The rave, a monstrous swell of water, rushes across the inlet. It is moving with unimaginable speed and power, a force that will reshape the landscape in a matter of seconds. Trees are not just broken, they are pulverized and ripped from the earth. On one of the fishing boats, a fisherman named Howard Ulrich and his son watch in horror as the event unfolds. Their small vessel is anchored near the mouth of the bay, a seemingly safe distance from the initial splash. The wave, however, is not a normal one. They witness the wave as it tears through the bay, its face still hundreds of feet high. It is a terrifying sight, a liquid cliff sweeping everything before it. The sheer scale of the event is beyond human comprehension. The wave races towards their boat, the Edry. Ulrich steers the boat into the approaching crest, a desperate move to avoid being swamped or capsized. The boat is lifted high into the air, riding up the face of the wave as if on an elevator. The force of the water snaps the anchor chain, and the boat is carried over the top of the wave. It crests and then slides down the back, somehow staying afloat. They are thrown into the center of the churning bay, amidst debris and chaos. The wave continues its rampage, its energy still immense as it moves down the fjord. It scours the shorelines on both sides, leaving a definitive trim line. Below this line, the forest is completely gone, stripped bare to the bedrock. Another boat, the Badger, is picked up by the monstrous wave and carried clear over a spit of land. The couple on board, the Swansons, are thrown from their vessel, but somehow survive. They cling to a piece of the wreckage as the wave recedes. The destructive force of the wave is visible everywhere. The Lituya Glacier, at the head of the bay, has a 1,305th chunk of ice sheared off. The entire landscape is scarred, a testament to the immense power of nature. The event, though confined to a remote area, is the highest tsunami wave ever measured. The lack of significant population in the fjord meant a lower death toll. It was a localized apocalypse, a lesson in the destructive power of a mega tsunami. In the aftermath, scientists arrived to study the devastation. They measure the trim lines and analyze the debris. The evidence left behind by the wave is clear and stark, a geological record of the historic event. The Lituya Bay mega tsunami is a rare and extreme example of a natural disaster. It serves as a stark reminder of the planet's raw, untamed power. The scarred landscape of Lituya Bay remains a permanent memorial to that terrifying night. Subscribe for more disaster videos.